All right, we are live, and boom, there you go. Fellas, starting from the top. Let's get it started. And in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hold on. Let me set the clock here. Before we get into all those nuances. And 4, there we go. There we go. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go, gentlemen. And in 3, 2, 1. Good morning and happy Wednesday to you. This is the Morning Experience. Thank you for joining us. I am Marquise Lupton. That is Felix Arroyo, the journeyman. And that is Shizzy. Get busy. Shiz, what's going on, good brother? How you feeling?
Hey man, I'm feeling great. Happy Wednesday. We made it to the middle of the week. Listen, it's time to celebrate. Celebrate like it's the pre-Friday, pre-Friday. Let's treat it like a pre-Friday.
Indeed, indeed. Felix, this is the most Tuesdayest Wednesday I've ever felt.
I've been off all day. Rise and shine, everybody. Good to be here. Let's get going.
Yes, indeed. And folks, like I said, I am Marquise Lupton. Thank you for joining us on this thing we call the Morning Experience. You know how we do. We start each show with the microwave news, giving you these headlines hot and ready. And our first story comes from thegrio.com, and state officials argue the conduct went far beyond isolated incidents, pointing to years of traffic stop data showing black drivers were pulled over at a significantly higher rate than white drivers. Well, what am I talking about? Well, folks, a New Jersey town faces a state lawsuit claiming a mayor ordered police to keep black people out. And this mayor was actually caught on a 2020 recording saying that he wants to keep black and brown people out of Clark Township. And you would think that this, Clark Township is in Mississippi. Shiz, this is in New Jersey.
This has been going on forever. This has been going on forever. This is nothing new. And the saddest thing, or not even the saddest thing, the most depressing thing about it is that this will come out and this is being brought to light and people will still act like it's not happening and people will still disregard it like this doesn't happen, and it's going to continue to happen because it's like I said, it's been going on forever. But
Right.
yeah, listen, sue them, put it out there and get your money off of them. Sue them. Sue them.
Yeah, straight up, Felix. Some of the details just coming out from this, like black drivers were 3.7 times higher to get pulled over, and Hispanic drivers were 2.2 times more.
Yep.
Like this was intentional that they colluded with the police department with.
Yeah, and it, like Shiz says, like, you got to hit him in the pocket. But this is nothing new. Like, this is nothing new, and yet we'll just continue going about this like it's everyday news. But it's blatant. I mean, obviously, he's recorded, so there's audio, there's racial slurs, there's offensive language. This is a red flag, but in today's America, it's kind of, or maybe every day's, every year's America. This has been the usual bravado, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And so it's no surprise, but it's still disgusting. I mean, New Jersey. I mean, not for nothing, but I mean, New Jersey.
The armpit of America. I'm like, you should want as many people coming to Clark County, not trying to keep us out.
Yeah.
Our next story, story number 2, comes from The Root, and the XAI facility that Elon Musk is building was established near Boxton in September 2024, a South Memphis neighborhood founded by enslaved people. And local activists and community leaders have described the area as a sacrifice zone, as it's easy to see why. And according to NBC Memphis, the energy-sucking supercomputer that is currently there now is powered by methane gas turbines, which emit nitrogen oxides, smog, and formaldehyde. And they're thinking about building another one in the same neighborhood, Felix.
A sacrifice zone says everything. It tells you everything you need to know about how they look at Black and brown communities, test subjects. You know, it's kind of just like, let's just throw it out there against them. Look what they're living in already. Nothing new. This is the same shenanigans, the same Elon Musk. This is the entitlement of the elites doing what they do, disguising it as, you know, bettering the world, and really it's just bettering the social upper echelon class of people. That's in my opinion, because this doesn't benefit the families that are living in these communities that have to deal with. They're fighting for clean air, and they're getting the complete opposite.
And where exactly do you go from here? It's just like you have this elite class who is just literally just wiping us out. And it's again, it's going on in these areas where it's just like you're putting these harmful chemicals in the air. You're taking up all the resources around these areas. And again, this is why from I don't know how long you've been listening to the Morning Experience, but we've been telling you for a long time. You have to go out there. You have to look into this stuff. Go to those town halls, because they are building these places where people aren't coming out. People are accepting it. They're putting out it as jobs being raised. But again, there's going to be these harmful effects, as we see right here.
And Shiz, that's actually a bar right there that you just said, because you know, to pat ourselves on the back, but if you have been following the Morning Experience, like we have been keeping our finger on the pulse of this, and it's just not in Memphis, like it's in San Antonio as well. So we've been highlighting these stories, and there's no like good stories that came out of this. Like, oh yeah, the data centers are creating, you know, so much jobs and everything like that. It's no good stuff. Our third, go ahead.
No, it was it's nothing at all. And again, it's just like you said, a bar. Like Jay-Z said it best. You know why they call a project? It's just like we it's these things where we are the experiment. They're putting these things in our neighborhoods, and let's just say it thrives. At some point, it's not going to, and then people in that area are going to be left with nothing. Their resources are going to be washed away, and people are going to struggle. It's just no good for nobody.
They're not testing this where country clubs are. That's just
100%.
Right.
Just think about that.
Exactly. Yeah. And folks, our final story for our microwave news segment comes from KBTX. And again, you know, to echo Shiz, if you've been following the Morning Experience, you know that we already highlighted this story. So a former nurse in the neonatal intensive care unit at a Virginia hospital is facing prison time now after she pleaded no contest to child abuse charges dating back several years ago. Erin Stratman, a former NICU nurse at Henrico Doctors Hospital, pleaded no contest last week to 9 charges of felony child abuse. The 27-year-old was initially facing 20 charges for her handling of 9 babies between 2022 and 2024. The plea agreement was presented to Judge Richard Waldstein Jr. for a maximum sentence of 3 years. Now, maximum sentence of 3 years. And Shiz, you remember this story. She was literally breaking the bones of these newborn babies.
Like just I'm sorry. I saw her in the background with her face up. Her facial just cracked me up in the back.
She's trying, bro. She
was like, "What?" But no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that from this. But no, it's we saw this, and it was just like she was breaking the bones of these babies for no particular reason, and the fact that she admitted to it, and we're talking about 3 years. And hey, and you know what? After those 3 years, what you probably won't have to do the full time of, after you do those 3 years, you know what? Don't do nursing anymore. You can do anything else, just don't do nursing anymore. This is a slap on the wrist for something that is absolutely crazy.
Yes, the biggest slap on the wrist.
There's people with weed charges that are in
Yo,
possession charges
Yep.
that are in jail longer
Yep.
than that, which is
100%.
disturbing. This has always been my beef with the judicial system, because I understand that there's ebbs and flows and there's ins and outs and you got to go through the weeds of it and whatnot. But how can you explain something like this where she needs to be buried beneath the jail? She needs to be locked away forever. These are evil people. So yeah, after 3 years, you can't be nursing again. Stay away from minors. Stay away from society. These people are a danger and a cancer. And she's getting 3 years. It is, like she says, it's a slap on the wrist. It's spitting in people's faces too, and not calling it rain.
Right. And if I was one of the victims, I would be speaking out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just ridiculous because
you know she ain't gonna do those 3 years.
Right. And that's the thing. If this lady broke my newborn's legs and then pleaded out and only got 3 years, that is oh my gosh, that's an injustice. Yeah. That is a injustice. But folks, as you know, we are going to keep our fingers on the pulse of this story and keep on doing follow-ups upon follow-ups, because I mean her pleading out to 3 years, that's disgusting. But folks, we have we got a comment from Jessica. She said, can we guess the race? Well,
yeah. Let's guess the race.
Betty White. Betty White. That should be a game. Guess the race. Say a crime. Guess the. Let's do it. Not tonight. Not this morning. But we're going to do it.
The biggest question is, can you guess what race those babies were? That's the that's the biggest question.
And that's another thing as well. Sorry, folks. We're going to get to the end, but that's is like, who were the victims? Who were the victims? Because that matters as well. Because if and we can assume that it was breaking the legs of a bunch of black and brown babies, then it's like, oh, all right, they're less of a victim. But if it was a bunch of, white little angels, might have been different.
Yeah,
might have been different. But I don't know, because we thought that things would be different when like kids would get shot down, and we thought that things would be different with Sandy Hook. And no.
That's a good point. Yeah.
no. But folks, please keep on commenting. This is the Morning Experience. Good morning to you. All right, let's keep it moving to our next 5. And in 3, 2, 1. This is the Morning Experience, folks, and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. We have stories after stories that are just crazy this week. So our main story comes from blackenterprise.com, and Fulton County jail nurse is arrested. Fulton County, this is in Atlanta. We have a theme here. We're talking about nurses today. So a nurse at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta got herself into some legal trouble for unlawfully holding down her incarcerated patients. The contract nurse allegedly snuck marijuana, jewelry, and a popular Atlanta food staple into the correctional facility to make some extra cash. Naomi Marie Anthony was promptly arrested January 15th while reporting to work as the Fulton County Sheriff's Office uncovered the scheme. And according to Fox 5, Anthony would smuggle tobacco products, marijuana, and even chicken wings from American Deli to keep inmates feeling at home. And as detailed in the discovery, the ruse initially began when Anthony sparked a romance with one of the inmates. And Felix, the craziest thing here is that she got rings. She bought them rings. And that was, one of the many red flags that set it off and eventually got her arrested. But this story is crazy, man.
Yeah, what's that called? But the syndrome where nurses fall in love with their patients, and what's like, I forget the name of that, but it makes me wonder if this is it. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is an interesting. I'm reading this and I'm kind of chuckling to myself. It's ridiculous, but it's also like mind blowing that people still in 2025 are going to go about doing something like this, thinking like, I think I got a little system that this is going to work. I got you. First of all, shout out to Black Enterprise for unlawfully holding down her incarcerated patients. That's how they held him down. She was holding him down. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah, shiz.
Like Wu-Tang, when keeping it real goes wrong. You, I have absolutely no sympathy at all right here. This is like, you already knew what it was. We're gonna keep going back to it. If you listened to the morning experience for a long time, you'd have heard the top 10 where we were talking about people in jail. They have all the game in the world because they have nothing but time to perfect that. And she got hustled out of her career and the rest of her life for some, what is this, for some bud and some wings from American Deli. I don't know American Deli, but if they named them specifically, I'm pretty sure their wings must be all right.
These have to be the best wings in the world, Dr. K, to want to risk your freedom.
No, absolutely not. Unless it's all flats, and it's garlic parm. And
they can't do all flats all the time, Dr. K.
First of all, I didn't ask any of that. I said, is it all flats? I said, is it all flats? No, but yeah, I think it's interesting. No, I'm not risking my life for any wings. First of all, chicken is already scary to begin with, so I don't feel any kind of like risk my life fitness coming in there for chicken wings.
Risk your life for chicken.
What kind of Reggie were they walking in where you just come in with some bud and nobody smells it? It's just like, even if you can sneak it in, or you could the Reggiest of the Reggie. It's like, man, go ahead and get that to him. We ain't even gonna hold you about the weed. Just you was bringing them American Deli wings in here though.
Right.
Well, that just makes me wonder if maybe they were already hip to the game, but she put herself in a position where she got, and they were like, all right, now we got to do something. Because how do you bring bud into there and nobody that would hold them accountable? You know, that nobody was like, hey, something's wrong here. I feel like she was already kind of getting away with what she was doing, and maybe just that relationship part kind of pushed the limit.
Push it over the edge. That makes sense.
Here's some comments from those viewing. Jess, thank you for viewing. She says the system picks and chooses, and that's where my sympathy comes in. Why shouldn't they have them things when these people are out there just doing whatever? And that is true. And she says that nothing's off the table right now, and no one but Black and brown folks get held accountable. Because I'm going to tell you this, that's a bar. Because I'm going to tell you this, Dr. K, I feel like this nurse is going to get more time for what she did than what the other nurse did with breaking multiple, like 9 to 12 babies breaking their leg.
Perfect example.
It just feels
100%.
like there's like a injustice there.
Yeah, they're going to make a scapegoat out of her for reasons other than her being Black and brown. There's no other reason. When there are literally other medical professionals committing egregious acts onto Black and brown folks that aren't getting nearly the same treatment. So yeah, of course, they're going to scapegoat her for what reason other than the color of her skin. Somebody going to have to tell me, because I don't see another reason. I don't see what the other reasons are.
Yeah,
just thinking about it with the other case. I'm sorry, with the other case, the lady was asking for 3 years. They said she was breaking bones from 2020 to 2024. You want less time than the time you were breaking bones out here on babies. Yes, but like y'all said, she's this person who's been doing this for however long. She's going to get at least 5 years. And it's just like, watch it and see how this goes. It's just like, this is ridiculous. And it's just like, it happens in front of us, but nothing changes.
Right. So folks, we got more on this coming up after this. This is the morning experience.
Hi guys, did you miss me for the first? Did you miss me for the first?
Yes, we did.
Thank you. Thank you. You better.
Absolutely.
I do have to ask you how to do that stream key thing, because I tried to do the stream
got
key
you.
to IG for.
You can still do it. Open up your IG real fast. Go to create. Do you have now? Are you signed in on your IG on the computer? That's the real question.
Yes. And then go to create,
Go to
and
create,
like
live.
it's and that part isn't coming up, so I may not have it set on professional mode, because it just I hit create and it's post and it says AI, and that live part isn't coming up. So I think
we can review that. We can review that. You shouldn't have to be on professional mode to go live, but you may have to toggle something. And depending on how long have you had the account, it might be a couple things. So
okay, all right. Well, let's get to our second five here. All right, here we go. And in 3, 2, 1. This is the morning experience. Thank you for joining us, folks. And we are getting into these details of this nurse that was caught sneaking wings and weed into jail. Now, Dr. K, get this, all right? Staffers found an incriminating note detailing her illegal plan. The letter they found by another nurse explicitly mentioned the plan for her to smuggle in marijuana using desperate measures to carry it out. It also seemingly referenced the sexual relationship between her and one of the inmates turned clients. And here's what the letter said. The letter said, bring in weed, food, put in trash for inmate, sexing in nurse station, McCray Antoine then has his jail number, and then Nurse Anthony pays her $1,300 through Cash App. This was all on a note found by another nurse.
Yeah,
Dr. K.
These are this is how I know that these are ex-nerds, because they wrote the whole plan down. So this is what nerdy children do this. They're like, on Tuesday, I'm going to go visit my boyfriend. It's the first one I've ever had. And you write it down in your journal. And I feel very much like the folks who did this were like good kids gone bad type of people, all over some D probably, which is also the real problem here. How are you? You're a nurse. You make money, ostensibly doing well. You are bringing somebody some stuff in a jail for what? There's no upside to this at all. But yeah, it definitely feels like, instead of just like, they wrote down their plans, it definitely feels like some kids who like used to plan really well when they were in middle school and now have turned to the streets apparently.
It definitely sounds like a Kelly Bundy and Waldo type of situation, just like a link up where it's just like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all done wrote down everything. It's just
Kelly
like,
Bundy,
why would you write everything down? You deserve to be caught. And I'm trying to figure out who the hell passed you on your, what's it called? The next list or the whatever, the nursing exam. How the hell did you pass that?
NCLEX, yes.
Don't nurses they take that oath though, don't they? Like, I mean, maybe she was trying to live up to the oath in her own way. Maybe she was trying to be, I don't know, helpful.
Well, people no, but you're right though. People do get it twisted. They're like, I am following my duty, and the D. Don't forget, it's also and the D. I'm following my duty. I took the oath. It's not the Hippocratic, that's doctors, but whatever the oath is, and I'm doing a good thing here.
Maybe that's what she thought.
Yeah, and this is how people said, and this is a good comment too. You have to remember that the dynamics of people who work in these environments, they're either 1, young, and still finding themselves, or 2, seeking a power dynamic, or 3, loners. I agree with that. And 4, people who don't feel like they could get a partner another way, right? That they may not be lonely, or they even may have somebody who may be interested in them, but they have a penchant for, another kind of person. Not me though.
Shiz, so get this. The note was only uncovered the surface of Anthony's dedication to the ruse. So Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt told the news outlet that they found out about matching rings she bought for her and her incarcerated lover and then proceeded to say that they would see them on multiple surveillance footage on cameras with them being involved and handing stuff to one another. So they were kind of doing this almost in plain sight here, man.
It wasn't almost in plain sight. It was
Right.
It was clearly in plain sight. It was like one of those worst kept secrets. Like it's just like we
That part.
already know what's going on. Now we're just building up a whole case against you. And listen, again, you're in these prisons and these men are here, or female women are there as well, and it's just they're there for a reason and they have nothing but time on their hands. So you sitting there getting gamed up and about to risk your whole career for the inmate that you have no idea in real life. That is absolutely weird to me.
Who was helping them? Who was helping them? Somebody in there was helping them. They couldn't have got in and out of there like that without somebody, a corrections officer, somebody helping them.
That's what I'm saying. It just feels like they were already hip to the game, but letting it slide until something happened where they were like, all right, we got to do something because we're going to look like, you know what I mean, with egg on our face. So we need to do something here, and this is what you get. That's because how else doesn't make sense.
Who didn't they pay? Because somebody didn't get paid this week. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody didn't get their piece of change.
I was about to say that somebody didn't get their bread.
Somebody didn't get their
Uchi.
And somebody didn't get their bread.
Either way, they were like, I'm telling.
Somebody didn't get their eighth. Somebody didn't get their quarter hit. You understand?
Right. Folks, there is still, believe it or not, there is still more to uncover with this story. So we'll be
my God.
This is the morning experience. Yeah, this is wild. All right. This is our first three, and then 3, 2, 1. So, as promised, there are more things to discuss with this story because this story is just like wild to me. And Felix, one of the most wildest things is that like she had on the note like scheduled sex, sexing in a nursing station. Like she's very detailed, is she not?
Yeah, she's very detailed, but also like blinded in a way. Like to Dr. K's point, like it's kind of like they're so smart, but they're not. They do dumb things because she's lost in whatever type of euphoric experience she was having with this inmate. And we talked about the games that these guys and men and women that are in prison, they can manipulate and play because we've seen this happen before. Where you see like people who have become pen pals with inmates and then they become infatuated with them. And then the next thing you know, they're getting married and these people are in prison, so it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, it's intriguing. I mean, when it comes to something like this, no one will really know what's going on in these people's minds when they're making these decisions. That's why we watch the documentary when it comes out because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
It makes sense though if you're thinking about her being somebody who is, I would say, book smart and street foolish, kind of borrowing from the term penny wise and pound foolish, because you have all this book smart. You could write, obviously, girl. You could write a little something. You understand? You know how to write, obviously, but you're not smart enough to know that you don't write down the crimes. Now they have proved that you were intentional with your crimes because you wrote them down. It's premeditated.
And
y'all said she was detailed. Y'all said she was detailed, but she ain't pay attention to them details in her job description where it said don't mess with with the inmates. She skipped over that little detail right there. She said, I didn't see that one.
What did even them say? What did even them say? Love is blind. It'll take over your mind. That's what happened right here. Okay, her mind is gone. Mind bad.
If that's love, I don't want it. Jess said nope, she was dumb, and then says it's one thing to fall for the BS, it's another to write a schedule. I'm gonna have to say this, America, before we go to our break. I think that this man was he had a third leg. Like that's the only way that that I could put it. That like it was third leg. Yo, he had a kickstand. He was like, look what I can do. And she was like, I'm a kickstand.
She said, oh my God.
Oh, right.
She was like Usher.
I'm gonna risk it all. literally. Folks, we got one more segment before we move on to another news story, and then we're gonna have ourselves some fun. This is the morning experience. All right, moving right along to the second three. Yeah. All right, second three in 3, 2, 1. All right, so welcome back to the morning experience, and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday morning, Hump Day. Hope your day is off to a great start. We mentioned that this inmate may have a third leg. Jessica from the audience said that plot twist. Well, yes, I did. I'll take the blow.
You mentioned.
He shot. We was on top of it. Okay, brother.
Turned it into a French show. No, just you said it.
And then Jess says plot twist. It was small. That would be wild work. So to just like some stuff here as well, Shiz. In the affidavit, prosecutors also allege that the woman snuck the items up her private parts to get past security. So, like, she went through extensive measures for this to happen, and it still remains unclear how large the scheme had become or whether other officials receive items as well as other payouts. So, This is still an ongoing investigation, Shiz.
I understand the tobacco. I understand the weed. I'm trying to figure out how that part of the story correlates to her getting them the American deli wings. That is just absolutely crazy. That is wild. But the moral of this story is break baby bones, and you won't get charged like this one to get charged.
I mean, that's the lesson, is it not?
If you want to do a crime, but isn't this country showing us something here, Dr. K? Like, if you want to do a crime, do it against kids. Like, whether it's the Epstein files or whether it's something like this. If you want to do a crime in this country, do it against kids.
Also, and be white. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that too. That's the huge one.
That's the big one. It's kind of the elephant in the room at this point.
That's also one of the details that lady didn't pay attention to.
That part. I feel like if she would have been white and cried a little bit, she would have got probation.
Yeah, like that nurse did, because that nurse cried.
Correctional officer again for 3 years.
So my thing is here, Felix. Like, was she putting the wings?
Hey, I was hoping we weren't gonna go there.
That's what I'm saying.
Because this goes back to, are they flats? That goes back to Dr. K's.
Thank you. All flats, baby.
Because if they're flats,
I mean,
somebody came over like, "Hey man, let me get some wings."
Now we're getting into fanfic territory, and I really don't like it, like erotic fanfic territory. I'm not a fan
but listen, it's just the facts. We're talking about facts here.
You definitely got to put it like in a bag first. You got to put it in a bag.
And was she bringing them seasoned?
Or do you?
That's
People pay big money for.
Yeah, for $1,300, you better bring me some seasoned wings up in here. I don't care how you get them in; they better be seasoned and they better be hot for $1,300.
They pay big money for hoo-ha seasoned things. So.
Yeah. And he did say that she did it because it made him feel like home.
See?
It was part of the story. So who knows what home to him is, but she was
when he's at home.
Hey, listen. To each his own.
I don't kink shame. I don't. Unless it's race.
I don't kink shame either. Just saying, if he's smoking that ooh-wee, that's a different kind of ooh-wee. That's something else.
Jess says that they was hot and ready, and then she says,
"Were they not?
Were they garlic?
Were they not?
I mean, like
not now."
See, y'all about to take this to a whole different level because this is.
Because
I got questions now. I got a lot of questions now.
No, I too. I have so many questions. So, like y'all know, we're gonna follow up with some more details on these vaginal wings, or however you want to call them. Folks, this is the morning experience.
It's the pheromones. Okay, it's the pheromones for me.
The JJ.
Oh, that is
JJ flats.
I said the veggie wings. What did you do?
I said the veggie. You said, girl, but why? I said veggie wings. Yo, that's hilarious.
oh,
Jesus.
I said,
if you order buffalo wings, that's gonna be an extra $25 because
That
I
part.
gotta put that up my Woo.
buffalo wings.
That is man. Because I'll just keep it moving because we are live. So
That's what I'm saying. We about to go down a path.
You know she's still infatuated with him. Right now, she's probably still infatuated with homie. That's the thing. This doesn't stop for her.
Yeah.
No, there's
Which
not.
is sad.
Right
It's
at the
sad.
new
I'm just-
security guard. He right at the new one.
Actually, they just fuel the fire because now they are keeping her from her man. You understand? So now it's a whole
Right. So
a
now
whole
it's
problem.
it's a slow burn. That's
The
what
whole
you say here.
problem.
Right.
Dude, it's a slow burn.
That is wow. Oh, all right. Our first four, we got this Pete Hegseth story that I just couldn't
Jesus.
pass by.
I'm tired of that man.
Yeah, me too. All right. You know what? No. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I'm
Fun.
All right, moving on.
I'm gonna keep this story. I'm gonna put it on ice. I'll move it to next week because we can. It's a timeless story. So what I want to do, let's go down this alley. We are ready.
Yo.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go
I'm
down
driving.
this
I'm driving down this road. I'm
I'm trying to
driving
take
down
my
the road.
glasses off here. Now, 'cause I need to-
Come and join me, beloved.
Help us all.
Right.
Help us all.
And in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the morning experience, folks. This is our second part of the show. And we like to bring it in hard and then leave you happy. I said that on purpose. I said it on purpose.
I'll be
Because,
back
Wordplay.
next segment, y'all. This is
the
getting outta
wordplay.
hand. This is
no, yes.
We don't like it. We don't.
because during this segment, we are going to be talking about stuffing pocketbooks, and I'm not talking about pocketbooks because I want to know, how is it physically possible? I am a man. I don't have a pocketbook. So, is it physically possible? And if it is, how possible is it to, smuggle some wings up in that joint? I'm just can't be more than 3. Can't.
Yeah, but not getting a dozen.
No, right.
I am here with the men, and they obviously all of y'all married. Carry the one. Y'all don't
Yes.
have vaginas work yet. That's not. Don't. All of
Hey,
your
but
wives
we're
have
talking about
babies?
buffalo wings.
Okay. And
I don't know. I mean buffalo wings.
have you?
I'm
seen
with
the
Marquise.
size-
3
you-
safely.
have you
I'm not
seen-
saying you can't fit more in there, Dr. Gabe, but I'm just
Have you
saying
seen the
safely.
size of some of your children's heads? I don't understand the question. I don't get it.
I'm not saying that, but that's not safe, is it? It's buffalo
We
wings.
say, I didn't say it was safe. We just said could
That's what I'm saying. She obviously did it safely.
I mean, not really. Not obviously not safe enough. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I meant she's not physically harmed though. She
If
obviously.
she didn't write the letter, she might still be doing this.
Exactly. But but also again, if she is a birthing person, which I know some listeners are going to hate that term, don't care though. If she has birthed anything or just, have the natural anatomy thereof, you fit a lot of things up there. You can't, I don't think you can do it. I agree with Jessica. You can't do it safely. It might be safe for the time being to sneak the wings into the establishment, but I don't think it's safe overall. I don't think that's a safe endeavor to be doing because plastic is porous. It's not as porous as say a paper bag, but you're leaking stuff back into your system. And that's terrifying. What if the bag the seal comes open a little bit, and you get like hot sauce up there. Now what are we gonna do? Now what's happening?
I read a separate article that said one time she brought in a whole Thanksgiving meal, which is where we were trying to figure out,
This is what she brought. She brought the salad.
This
She brought the salad first.
Yeah. The salad.
Like,
Jess is on Team Dr. K. She says a baby comes out there, of course it's possible, and she says it's not healthy.
no,
And toxic shock syndrome is extremely real.
period.
She's risking her life and said that you can't do it safely, and even people who traffic drugs that way risk it getting it into their system.
100%.
That is just that is I am flabbergasted, America.
I like my Coke and my wings that come from two separate places. I don't want them to be smuggled in the same way. If they got to be smuggled wings, I don't want them. I don't need them.
Now, speaking of putting wings in places, so my follow-up question would be, so was it, this is bad or good, depending on how you look at it. I want to know if it was like a whole thing getting them out, because it's got to be like some kind of like erotic weirdness around that, because why do you need to do that? I feel like it's got to be some kind of like, definitely like an extended remix kink. You know what I'm saying? Extended remix.
I don't know where God is going to take me in the next few years, but if I ever go to jail, I'm telling y'all now, don't offer me no wings that came in like that. I'm all good. I'll wait till they slide the little tray in. I'm all good, y'all.
They had to be lifers, yo. Like something. It's something. Just said now facts, like she birthed the chicken wings. Yeah.
This is crazy.
I lost a wing. Oh no!
But that's what I'm saying. Like at some point, there's got to be like a limit. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a woman, but I mean, at some point, you can put too many in there, and you have a possible scenario where you cannot retrieve all wings, and so
But
what
y'all
happens?
They're putting it up one by one. Like, you think they're putting up the hoo-ha one by one? That doesn't make any sense.
She had to have help, yo. She girl.
What are they? Are they stacking them? Are they
You're gonna put them in a plastic bag. You're gonna roll it. I already have the idea. You're gonna roll it up.
Oh my god!
You're gonna put some saran wrap around it, right?
You said I already have an idea.
And then you're gonna lube it up, and then you're gonna stick it up there.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yep.
Dr. K, that was gonna be my next question. Do you think they have to lube it?
Jeff said, I hate that I have questions about this. Was it a full dozen? I say yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is we about to go down a rabbit hole? Because I have so many questions.
I don't think so, because
how many times did you bring wings in?
Nah, I tell Jessica
spicy one time.
If you check the circumference of the wing and the width and length and the height, and then you stack three in a row of 4, and then you wrap it. And then you you put it in a Ziploc bag, because Ziploc is great, and then you can roll it, and then you can saran wrap it and lube it and stick it up there.
But I think it's 10. Ever since COVID, you can't go places now and get a dozen.
You can't get 12. Now that's a fact. You can't get 12.
I say it's 10.
Well, hey,
I'm not paying $1,300 for 6 wings.
Right. It must be the best wings in the world. Folks, again, we are going to keep our finger on the pulse of this story, because there's so much more deep details.
There can't be any more. Why is there more? No more.
Did she bring the wings and the tobacco at the same time? Like, what was I gotta know? Like, how did this happen?
Right.
I bring you weed tomorrow, but you could just have some wings today.
He had a whole traveling coffee shop. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, she had.
I bought a 20-ounce soda for somebody.
Yo, that's crazy.
Like, did she use both holes? Like,
Listen,
we're both holes.
Oh, see, yo,
that's that storage. That's ultimate. Look at you thinking about maximizing the space.
Yo, maximize
people. I mean, men who don't have hoo-has absolutely be putting stuff up there, so that makes sense.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah. Folks, we got Shizzy Get Busy top 10 coming up after this. This is the morning experience. This is one hell of a segment to follow up with.
You guys are gross. I just want you to know that all of you are disgusting.
What?
I have
You guys keep talking about this.
I will be honest. I thought we were done like twice. Marquise was like, "No, we go." A Rolling Stone gathers no moss. We shall
Why
continue.
are we still talking? Why are we talking about this?
That's about to be a Friday show one day. His whole monologue gonna be like, so if you got 12 wings and 2 black and milds.
And listen, Jessica says again, they put phones up there, and that's the real question. How to absolutely how in the world with the phone? Because we put phones up there too.
Oh man.
Got
Man.
IMAX.
That is
The IMAX Pro.
that is
Not the IMAX.
hilarious. Man. All right.
Disgusting. Everything about this nasty.
All right. Shiz, it is on you, brother.
All right, let me take a little bit. All right. Man. Everybody good? 3,
Yep.
Yes, sir.
2. Welcome back to the morning experience. It is Wednesday. You know what it is time for. It is time for an all new top 10. And again, I got to 40 last year. So listen, I'm old now. I don't like a lot of things. And this top 10 is going to be one of my favorite things to do, is going to be to complain about stuff that's happened. This top 10 is the top 10 things that y'all do that does not sit right with me. Number 10, we're going to just get right into it. Number 10. When horrible people say God bless at the end of a conversation, I take that as like a threat. Like, I don't feel comfortable when somebody that's hard, I know it's horrible, be like, hey, God bless, man. Like, I feel like you threatening me. I don't like that.
I can't disagree.
Why are you telling me that?
I can't disagree. I cannot disagree with you. When people who are demons on earth talking about some God bless or God bless you or may the Lord see you in hell, please get out of my face.
Yep. I don't
agree.
trust you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do not trust you. Number 9. White guys that say my ninja. I don't like that.
I'm just gonna.
Hey, Bucko, I already know what you were trying to say. I already know where that one was going.
Don't even start with the end. Don't just pick another word entirely. Pick something else.
Yo, what I have been cringing at lately are MAGA black men saying the N-word soft A. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like your privilege to say that has been revoked.
Yeah, you don't get it. We took that one back. The black delegation says absolutely not. No.
Right.
You lost the rights to that word. You had that was lost in the racial draft with you.
Right. What Brittany says, that is true too. Any race that pulls out that ninja card, like that is, like I know what you want to say, and even with that, just like FAFO, like that's ours. You don't have permission to use that.
That's Philly.
Even when the school teacher broke it down, I was like, hold on, big dog. We had that for a long time. You just made changes. So we had that for a long time, and it wasn't no breakdown. You said the whole thing.
No dissertations on that. We already knew what it was. Thank you very much. That's really Phillies. That's really, if it's anybody, it belongs to Philadelphia. Blacks. Absolutely. Philadelphia and black people.
I will definitely take credit for that. Young and wilding sometimes. Number 8. Listen, I know what they say. Everybody is pretty to somebody. Some people are just pretty to their parents. I do not like ugly people with pretty people attitudes. Listen, calm all that down. You don't like
that's great.
Calm that down. You got to calm down. I don't, and ugly is attitude and everything like that. Calm all that down. You're not pretty with that nasty attitude or with that little nasty face.
It just makes me beg the question: what category do you think you fall in, friend?
Like just below medium, like just
okay.
medium.
So you're at a 10, and I need you at a 1. Then bring the attitude.
I just want to make sure, but but my attitude is great, so it makes me like a good 7.
I was wondering.
I agree.
This one dude, he was like, "You're not cute enough to be acting so stank." I said, "And here you are, still in my face. You're still here bothering me. What do I got to do to get you away from me?"
I'll tell you this, the Dr. K, I love reading your online interactions. I hate that they happen because like some of the stuff is like, oh man, like there's really people out there like that. But you know, I love the clapbacks. Your clapbacks are golden,
because she always got time. She always got time.
I had time today. I had time yesterday, and I will have time tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have time.
Dig it, and we're here for it.
Number 7, sports fans. This is for you. This is for you, especially my grown men out there. Again, I am 40 now, so I look at things a lot different. Number 7 is grown men with their last name on their favorite sports team. Bruh. You got to hang that up in the man cave, big dog. You do not play for the team. When you was 13, it was cool, brother. You got to put that up. You do not play for the Eagles, big dog.
Like, wait. I don't know no triple number 16.
Yeah.
Dang.
got a Hurts jersey on, and you can look at the back and say like Davis or something like that. Like, who the hell
is this on a throwback? Like, no, this is custom made. Like, all right.
Yeah, that's me. When did you play?
Right. All right, Rudy, hang it up.
Put it in the man cave, big dog. That's where it goes. It goes hang up in the background. That's where it's supposed to go. That's where mine are.
Right. In America, don't let Shiz fool you. He got about 12 of them. He has a whole roster of Hearn jerseys.
I got one now. I got one now in the great jersey giveaway. I still got a few of them, but I only got one Hearn jersey left.
Okay.
It's some kids out there with a Hearn jersey on for the Redskins. I never played it down, but they got my jersey on.
Wearing it to a school photo.
He's my favorite player.
It's forever immortalized.
Listen, we're gonna say in sports. I'm old again. I just see stuff and I call it like I see it. Number 6. This is what I just don't get. It rubs me the wrong way. Ben Simmons wore a shooter sleeve. I don't understand why exactly Ben Simmons ever would wear a shooter sleeve when you don't shoot. What is the whole purpose of that? That's the guy that shows up to the court and has the full gear on, and you know not to pick that man.
Yo. Ben Simmons needs to be a case study because like he had everything and let it all go. Or maybe listening to Rich Paul. Like Rich Paul said that he reached everything. He got everything, you know, and he just tapped out after that, which is weird.
Tapped out after all that and don't even got your name because your name is tarnished at this point.
Right. He can't even put his name on the back of a jersey. He's us now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one thing to tap out when you're still at your prime, but to tap out because you just fell off,
right?
Just something is off there. Yeah, I would say shooter's got to shoot, but then again, he's not. He's a shooting,
or a layupper, or a dunker. Or
he's got the breakaway sweats. What are they called? Like he wears those too.
Oh, the tearaways. Yeah.
You know, like he just tear away. Isn't that the person that shows up at the park and tears them off?
He just wear those to the store so he could just have them open a little bit so you can see his ball shorts underneath. I know that trick.
Yeah, this is bad. That's as bad as LL Cool J getting his hair cut with a hat on. That's just as that bad.
Yeah.
Or Buddy hopping off the helicopter.
That
was the first half. Door closed and everything. That was the first half of this week's top 10. Please join us after these messages and this music for the rest of this week's top 10. It's the morning experience.
Yeah, that was bad. That was so. Wasn't he like Nicki Minaj's manager or something like that?
I don't know who, but I forgot who was that. Was that
Fendi, right?
that was Fendi? But he wasn't. I forgot who he managed, but he ain't managing no more. Because I'd have been like, hey, you fired, brother. You could whatever I
Right.
owe you on your
No.
contract, you good. I'll pay it.
Straight up. He said, "Let me
BRB, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Sounds
right.
good. And everybody good?
Yes, sir.
And 3, 2. Welcome back to the morning experience. It is Wednesday, and you know where we are. We are in the middle of this week's top 10. This week's top 10, we are talking about the top 10 things that y'all do that just don't sit right with me. I'm 40 years old now, and I like to complain. I feel like it makes me feel better when I get to complain. I want to write a complaint letter. I'll do all that stuff now. But we are at number 5. This is, listen, it sounds normal, but when you get older, you understand. People from your past that you run into that actually call you and want to hang out, be like, hey, stick to the script. Didn't you see rerun on Varnell Hill? Like, this is just Hollywood talk, brother. We're not linking up for real. That was just I saw you in Target and we were passing by.
Target.
That is so true. That is so true. Like and like I hate to use it, but it's like such a like go-to because I want to just keep it moving. Like, hey man, we gotta get up sometime. I'm gonna hit you up. And it's like right after I say that, I'm like, I'm not gonna hit them up.
Yeah, that's over for.
I'm not.
We are all antisocial, and it's like you'd be like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. And then they call you, they be like, oh, you still trying to go to like I didn't even save your number. Like
Yeah. You got to start saying something like this. This is what I say, because that's genuine, but I don't feel like a jerk. I'll say, yeah, we got to do that. And then I just leave it at that. Like, yeah, we got to do that. We got to.
I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to use that because then the responsibility ain't on me. Yeah, man, we got to do that. And
we got to do that.
Just keep it walking. We're going to do it sometime.
And then they just hit you up, be like, yo, I tried to get your number, but I'm reaching you on Facebook because I just wanted to say, yo, you still want to hang? Like, oh man,
that actually has happened.
You might get sprayed. Ain't that what reruns say?
That's when you got to look at your Facebook Messenger, like that little kid with the Popeyes in his hand, and just give you the eyes, like.
Yeah. I hope he can't see that I saw this.
Right.
Yo, you gotta check it out in the notification because you can't open it up.
Right.
Yeah. Gotta scroll down. Like, let me see. Number 4. This one annoys me. I understand the kindness of your heart, but understand this annoys me. This is people that hold the door for you, but like you just got out the car, so they just like holding the door and they want you to, bruh, just let the door close. I'm good.
Wait.
You don't got to hold the door for me. Like I'm all the way back here. I'm not about to hustle from back here because you want to be generous. Just let the door close. I'm good.
Yeah, it forces you. It forces you to move.
Yeah, you got to get the shoulder run. You don't even actually run. You just do the little shoulder dip. It's like I'm not even running.
The shoulder jog.
Little scoot, Joe. You gotta get your scoot up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I hate it. And like I'll tell people, but I really don't mean it. I'll tell people, oh, you don't have to run. But if somebody is walking and I'm holding it, I'm like, this month. If you don't hurry up.
Yeah.
You know what you got to do? You got to do the quick push out so the door goes out a little bit further and just walk away. Like, hey, man, like I mastered the art of matching energy. I mastered that art. Number 3, again, I'm getting old and we are talking about things that just don't sit right with me. I just don't understand why it takes so long to scroll back to 1985 when I got to put my age in on something. I just don't understand why I feel like I'm scrolling for a long time. That doesn't make sense.
That's because you're old. Yeah,
I understand, but I don't want to feel that old. I just feel like I'm super old when
you were born in the 1900s, as the kids say.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
it's
I
like
scrolled one time, like the quick scroll, and it just kept rolling and it stopped, and it still wasn't there. I said,
yeah,
dang.
that's what I'm saying. It's like Price is Right when they move the big wheel. You just give it a good, just give it
It
on
stopped
the
at like
scroll.
91. Damn.
It used to be when you did that. It was in the 1960s. Remember? You used to do that and you're like, squirrel, oh, I went too far. Not anymore.
Yeah. Nope.
We are the
you didn't
too
go
far.
far enough.
Yeah.
Yep. To get to the
That's
80s now,
crazy.
you got to do two of them, John. Let it stop.
Yes.
You got one of
You
those.
practically have to do a cartwheel in there to get back to
Yeah,
where you
that's-
are. That's it.
They need to just
That's
get rid of that. Let
it.
me just enter it in. Let me just enter it in. There's numbers and everything on my phone. I can
Exactly.
just enter it in.
My birthday. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
That is a long
Right.
scroll. That is a long scroll. Like it puts stuff into perspective. It just like as you're scrolling, you're like, damn. And then it
You
stops
start
in the ear,
going
you
through the
like, "Damn,
years."
I remember this year. Like, damn, I'm old.
That's embarrassing.
Damn.
You start going through the years.
Start reminiscing at years. on the
92,
damn
91,
scroll.
90, 89, 80,
Yeah, how dare
88.
you?
Yeah,
How dare you?
SummerSlam, 88. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SummerSlam. That SummerSlam. Number 2, this again, I'm old. I like things the way I like things. I just don't understand why kids don't have any outside stories anymore. I want to hear about kids falling. I want to hear about kids on bikes and everything like that. Their only outside stories is running from violence. That seems to be their only story that they have going on outside. I want some good old, we climbed the fence and we went into the little abandoned house and got caught type stories.
I haven't seen
Yo,
a scraped knee, a proper scraped knee in about
Mhm.
10 years. Haven't seen it.
I told my oldest, I was like, yo, you have no battle scars. Like you are just so clean, pristine, no marks or anything like that. She was like, well, why do I need marks? Why do you want me marked up, father? And I'm like, first of all, don't call me
That's what
father.
I said.
Right? Like you need some battle scars or something. Like you're in bubble wrap, kiddo.
I have scars on my knees. I'm bringing the light on here from 1994. Do you understand? Look, this one is it was a straight down scrape that cut to the white meat. 1992. You understand? Formative years.
Yeah.
Core memories.
These kids
now just got like memories. Their memories are just scarred. They're like, I remember I couldn't go outside and I hated my life for like 6 weeks. Just like, okay,
those are their scars. They're all internal. They're
Emotional.
all internal. Psychological scarring. Jesus Christ.
Number 1, listen, again, I keep prefacing and telling you that I am old and I turn into an old pervert. Ladies, if you wear little clothes and you do stuff, don't have a link in your bio and it does not go to an OnlyFans. I'd feel betrayed and I feel like you were leading me on because you wore little clothes to bake a cake. That doesn't help me out in the long run. I didn't come to your page to watch you bake a cake. You should have wore regular clothes to do that.
Bake a cake though, bro.
The morning experience does not condone all of the top 10, the views on the top 10. Just want to put that disclaimer out there. The brand of the morning experience does not co-sign.
I would just like just don't do that. And then I get there and it's swimsuits. I can't do nothing with the swimsuit.
Isla, aka Siren, she says, I don't know, man. If I miss a good parking spot, cause some dumb joint wants to be on their phone and not looking at oncoming traffic, they better be knees to chest out my way. And then says, it be your own kids, and it certainly does. It certainly does. And to Shiz's point, like yeah, I hate like some of what these, and I'll keep it real. I hate what some of these thirst traps have become. Like, yo, there was somebody literally big old titties reading the dictionary, reading the B part of the dictionary. Ma'am, I'm not here for literary. I'm here for titties.
You know why? Because these MFs don't be reading, so you got to put the titties in their face along with the book. So they may associate titties with books one day. That's what we got to do.
That's not a bad correlation.
That is a good
I know.
correlation right there.
We know. The
All
Big
right.
Titty Committee knows this. We know. We are very aware.
I just don't know if anybody will ever correlate that with books, though. Eventually.
That's okay. That's not up to you. It is up to the subliminal messaging that we are crafting for you with the books and the titties. Okay, that's what we're doing.
You got the right student
The
teacher in the
breasticles.
search bar.
There's this lady. And she talks very quaint, and like she talks about fashion stuff, and like, you know, I don't think I'm there for the fashionista part, but every time she comes across the timeline, I'm sure indulging in some fashionista stuff.
Sure, yeah.
Did you buy a pair of jeans yet?
No.
Yeah, he thought about it. He went to the site. He was like, "These are some pretty good jeans, good quality."
Some of the shirts though, like some of the shirts, I'm like, yo, wait, Whitney would like that. Let me see. You know, but haven't pulled that trigger yet. Yeah,
that is classic game right there. You drag your wife into it, so you got.
I was good.
You be like, look. So now, look. This is the site I was on.
That's the playback. That's the playback part. See,
that's
that's the playback.
I've been there, sir. I already know. I already know that game.
Look, y'all are just exposing all our secrets on the show to America. I can't. Be your own people, America.
Top 10. I might expose some more secrets next time.
That's why I went silent, because I don't know these folks. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was this week's top 10. Please make sure if you miss any of this top 10 or any of the other shows, you make sure you check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Also on the Gram and Facebook. We there, The Morning Experience, and The Morning Experience on IG. I'll let Lup throw that one out.
And LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Jessica got me a little cheers in the comments. Cheers, boo.
Hey, salud.
And after this conversation today on the hub, we will be there. But this is The Morning Experience. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, y'all.
Just says, I was about to say, where Whitney be when you catching this fashionista? She's not really a fashionista, Jess. She's a lady with big titties talking about
Period.
small shirts. That's it. Big titty, small shirts. That's it.
We have. I think we. I'm not gonna be mean, but yes, I am. I think we have a Hotep in the comments. Why do a lot of Black people support Kemetic philosophy? It was created by the Nazis and it's the exact opposite of Hermetic philosophy. I don't know, babe. You're gonna have to catch me on another show to go through my own conspiracy theory about those things.
I was going to say, yeah, I watch His and Hers on Netflix. I have no idea.
His and Hers was crazy. We gotta talk about that.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Oh,
Listen,
okay. All right.
If you don't hurry up, Felix.
Whoa. I get tired real quickly.
So do I. So did I. I fell asleep on the first 15 minutes of every single episode. Then I have to get up and watch it the next day tomorrow. But it was good when I finished it. It was good.
That's good so far, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I had to look up what Kemetic philosophy was.
I don't know why you did that. Don't do that right now. That's why I said another show.
I was hey, he had me intrigued. So you know what? Let's keep it moving. Because we got look at this coming up. So yeah, let's jump right into it. And in 3, 2, 1. This is the Morning Experience, folks, and thank you for joining us and thank you for tuning in. The best thing that you can do is tell a friend to tell a friend that the Morning Experience is on, and slide that link into their DM. Say, Grand Rising Queen, Grand Rising King, I was thinking about you and I wanted to learn you something. So check this out. So
that is how you don't get your email answered when you start with Grand. I'm like, nope, you already on some BS. I already know how you start this
Rising
conversation and where it's going.
If you Grand Rising Queen me, I'm blocking the entire domain
I already know.
and the
Already
IP
know.
address from whence your email found me. Get out of my inbox immediately.
My sister said once she sees Grand, she automatically deletes it. And they can be
Exactly.
talking
Like,
Grand.
about our grandmother, and she said, "I don't care."
call me and tell me.
Oh man, so folks, segment right now is look at this, where we look at videos across the internet, and we decipher them, and the team reacts to them. So team, this is our first video. Take a look at this.
Get like it is so easy to get coochie, but these guys, they talk themselves out of the pussy all the freaking time. Y'all have no idea. Y'all keep telling me, y'all in my comments saying, quit giving your number out, quit giving your number out. I don't mind giving my number out. I block people within 24 to 48 hours of me giving them my number, because I let them, okay, let me see what you about. Let's do a little talking. And within 48 to 72 hours, I'm blocking them. Like, guys talk themselves out of coochie all the time, and it's crazy. Like, God knew what he was doing when he made me a woman. Because if I was a dude, I'll be getting all the pussy. All you got to do is make a bitch laugh, because y'all know I'm funny. I'll make a bitch laugh. I'll Apple pay her about $35 for lunch. Like, yeah, baby, go ahead and get you a Happy Meal, baby. You know, Happy Meal on me. You know, I wouldn't even mind taking a bitch out on a date, spend $200-300 on, like, it's nothing. If I was a dude, I'll be getting a coochie within a couple of days of meeting every bitch. Like, I would be a savage. Like, God knew what he was doing when he made me a woman, because it's so easy. But y'all guys, like, y'all be making my head hurt.
Huh.
All right, so first of all, what got me was $35 for lunch.
What?
$35 for lunch for one person. That is
59. So don't.
mean-
See, this is where we're starting at. You diminishing my 35 already. A little 35. Like, you can get more than a Happy Meal with that damn 35.
First of all, y'all sound broke. Cut it out. Just stop it right now. Everybody sound broke here. I am never entertaining friends who are quibbling over $35. I know you better cut it
For
out.
lunch?
Y'all can't be around me with that foolishness now. Don't do that.
I'm not talking about paying the 35. I'm talking about don't diminish my 35 now. If it's little 35, you could have littled in your pocket and got it yourself.
Exactly right. But you wanted to go out on this date most likely. So it's a little 35, especially when y'all quibble about the 35. Now, back to her point, it's y'all to lose every time. And what do y'all do? Lose it. Dang. Every time. You know why? Because y'all start quibbling about $35. Gone. Everything's dried up. Everything's dried up because y'all want to quibble about $35. $35? Yes, dried up. Dried up. If you're gonna start harassing me about talking about $35. Don't do it. Don't do it. That probably includes tax and tip. And y'all quarreling about y'all saying something. You gotta reach way back into the back of your last pocket to get that 35. Everything's dried up now. Gone.
If it was $5, don't call my money. Don't call my money little. don't call my money little. Don't disrespect my little. Don't disrespect
only
my
little
money.
Because y'all will start huffing and puffing about $10. It doesn't matter. You're right. Huffing and puffing. If you're not giving it freely, it's your little $4,000 as far as I'm concerned.
Sheesh, yep.
Felix, how about you?
I'm just kind of I don't know. I'm not really up to speed with the whole Apple Pay and the whole even though I guess I don't have an iPhone, so but like I've never been one to really understand the game. I've been a loner, and she. I mean, I guess she knows what she's doing. I guess she knows what she's talking about. I mean, she's got 23.7 likes. She's got 3,000 some comments on the video. People are understanding and engaging with her. But yeah, hey, do you, boo, as they say.
Listen, here goes Jessica. Jessica be speaking. Who is this Jessica? Speaking my language. It's only little when your attitude was too big. Facts. 100%.
Oh, dig it. Dig it.
He
Dig it.
said he sent
I
the
hear y'all,
35 for her lunch. He not even gonna be there. He like, yo, go ahead, take the 35. Go ahead. And now it's little for a Happy Meal. You get a
Yep.
Happy Meal with
No,
that day.
35.
Give my change back then.
You know,
Give my
getting no
change back.
35
You
Happy
got a little
Meal.
happy, you got a little Happy Meal with it. Give my little change back then.
Now y'all want change. Now it's real little. You
Sure
see what I'm
do.
saying? You know, and you know what's little? It's not what's little is not the $35. And this is how y'all be talking yourself out. The punani. This is how it happens.
What?
My thing is, why 35? Why not 30 or 40?
It
Why
could be any number.
35?
It can be any number. It don't matter. It don't matter. It could be 50. It doesn't matter. But they be
$50 for
expecting a
lunch.
lot.
Oh,
$50 for lunch, Dr. K, is a little crazy.
It's not, but see, y'all hear what y'all
No,
want to
it's
hear.
not.
You
It's
don't
not.
hear the rest.
It's all crazy. That's crazy. That's wild.
That's right. You know what? Brian said it right. 35 is potentially 70, then 140, then 400. Women don't understand the potential of $1. You are absolutely right. You know why? Because I'm invaluable. I'm priceless. So, honey, your little 400, your little 4,000, and it don't mean nothing. It don't mean what is a little bit of change to a queen? I just want to know what y'all think it is, because I'm priceless.
Change? Wait,
See?
Dr. K.
See,
You say
Change?
now you're
Little
saying
Happy
change.
Meal change.
No, because
Chump
change is saying chump change. That's what that
Listen,
sounds like.
You know why? Because I will tell you something. This is why y'all should have never let me get married to a man who loves me and lets me pop my top. Because my man be leaving $40 change around the house. Okay. And I'd be like, oh, look, I found some money.
go ahead, brother.
Yes, my wife
ahead,
does the
brother.
same thing, but that's not the point.
Well, what's the point, baby? It's the point. It's the
See,
point.
and that's fine, because at the house you're gonna leave that there, but don't be like, hey, I found your little $40 and I'm using it. Like, oh, wait a second.
I'm literally gonna tell him I found his little $40. I'm gonna
You
use
found
it.
my 40. You didn't find my little 40.
I found
Yeah.
my little $40.
You found my
She
40.
didn't say I found your
That's cool.
change. She didn't say I
Not
found
little.
your change.
I found your little $40. Hey, babe, I found your little $40. I'm about to go to the store. Yeah, we're not. We're not. Little $40. Yeah.
No love. No love.
Before we go to our break, Jess said, nah, she could have made $35 work, but it was probably more about the sender. I don't know.
Always more about the sender. Absolutely. See, who is this Jessica? Because she's my new best friend.
Oh, she's the homie.
New BFF.
She's the homie. She's a homie, fan of the show, long-time listener.
I love me some Jessica Mysteria. Okay, shout out to her.
So we got one more after this. Folks, it is a treat because now we have two Herns on with us right now. This is the morning experience. All right.
Hi, boo. See, I got a new best friend. New BFF.
What up, though?
All right. Final three. You got one more. Here we go. Hold on. Let me share my screen so that I don't have to.
Marquise, you know last time you put one of the clocks in there. I don't know how it got in there, but it's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with this again.
All right, no problem.
All right. Here we go. All right. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, cool. And then 3, 2, 1. This is the morning experience, and we are doing. Look at this, where we are looking at videos across the internet, and we are reacting in real time. So, team, take a look at this.
Somebody said to me today, truth. You on your high horse right now. Life gonna humble you. No, it ain't. What you have to understand about life is that winners win and losers lose. And even when the winners start to lose, they've been winning for so long that they know not to complain about it. Life ain't gonna humble me. And even if it did, this is the thing that you gotta understand about people like me. I come from nothing. I've been broke. I've been talked about. I've lived in poverty. I've gotten over addictions. There's nothing else that can happen to me. The only thing that can happen is I go back down, but I'm comfortable at the bottom. Life can't humble me. Humble is for weak people. When people tell you to humble yourselves, look at that as a form of hate. That is all it is. When someone says humble yourself, if you look up the word, it means to demean yourself. It means to humiliate yourself. It means to make yourself smaller in order to make somebody else feel relevant. Why should you ever have to turn your light down in order to turn somebody's light up? Life can't humble me because I'm not humbleable. I don't even know if that's a word, but it can't humble me because I don't give a F.
Life
a
can't.
lot of energy, and then for him to just say F. It was
life can't humble me because I am unhumbable.
Unhumbable.
Look, that stuck out to me. Felix, your thoughts here. I have my own thoughts with humble humility, especially with like my church background, but want to get the thoughts from the team first. Felix.
So I think okay. I feel I knew what he was trying to do and what he was trying to say. I get it. But I also feel like when people do this, there's a lot of projecting, in my opinion. Not all things pertain to you. You see what I'm saying? And so when someone speaks like that, in my opinion, it's almost as if he's offended. Maybe someone told him to humble himself. Sometimes it doesn't apply the way you think it does. I looked up the word right now. To destroy the power, independence, or prestige of. So if I'm him looking at that, I can take that as no one's going to destroy my power, my independence, my prestige. I get that. But it's got to be more so like for the people who are people who don't have any humility, have this power that's intoxicating and dangerous. That's what I feel humbling is supposed to be regarding. Not, it doesn't apply to everybody. I may be getting lost in the sauce, but somebody like him, I feel, in my opinion, needs humbling. But I know what I'm talking about when I'm referring to humble. It means just, calm down a little bit and appreciate certain things, and don't put yourself above other people. Now we can get in the weeds of it, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Can you read the definition again?
There's many different ones, but this one here is to destroy the power, independence, or prestige of.
Is that like the 9th definition? Because I think that's the definition he was working on. You know how when you open up the dictionary, it's like definition 1, definition 2, and then you go down the list. Because I feel like he took that definition and made it definition number 1. Because I want people to study how words are defined too when they start making these big exhortations. Bryant in the comments said the fella had a not a great attitude. And I think it's an overcorrection. I'm always, even though, y'all gonna say I hate men out here on the internet, I don't care. But I try to be kind with especially Black and brown men, because history has tried to humble them to the point of debasing them, right? History and the historical underpinnings of how Black and brown people were brought to this country and similar countries, South America, Central America. Humble yourself came with a whip. Right? Historically, humble yourself came with debasing you. Humbling yourself came with trying to strip you of your own knowledge. Humbling yourself came with all these things that were meant to break you. So when I see men like him doing an overcorrection on humility, I agree. I agree with him trying to overcorrect on that, because if you are getting a barrage of messages that tell you that the first definition of humility is to do what Felix just defined, right? Instead of what a one doctor, hold on, I got a quote for you. A one Dr. Ivan Misner said. Now I don't know Ivan, I don't know Dr. Misner, but I did try to fact check it at least once. A humble person doesn't think less of themselves. They just think of themselves less. It means putting others before yourself. It means preferring, others in situations where you have a strong backbone and you know that you're going to be all right, and you want to look out for other people, or you want to include other people. So I think that overcorrection is harmful. I don't think it's the best way to approach that, but I think it's a path of how people get to where they're trying to go in this life. They're trying to figure out, particularly as when I see Black men doing that, and I've seen a lot of them do it. I think the overcorrection is just they're on their path to finding who they are and how they want to show up in the world.
Shiz.
Tell that man to pass the blunt to whoever else is there with him. Like, bro, get it together, big dog. Like, you know what the hell they meant. You know what they meant. Humble yourself. It's gonna humble you, and you know what they meant. It's not humble yourself from that standpoint. He know that the humble yourself is you have to understand that the world doesn't revolve around you. You're not the center of the universe. You're not the center of attention all the time. Bad things are going to happen. You have to humble yourself and understand that from that standpoint. This guy was the Dr. Umar. You give a couple good things inside around a bunch of BS, and it's like, well, he did say that, and that checks out, but the rest of the stuff is like, man, sit your ass down.
Yeah, it was
somewhere.
mostly nonsense. It was mostly nonsense.
It was.
Jess says, I think I feel what he was saying though. And Dr. K is right on choosing his definition, but people tend to think certain things will humble, but when you atone for your mistakes, then they can never bring you back down to a certain level. And people tend to use that word to dismiss growth. And that is a point.
100%.
And that says, in our culture, I think the phrase gets thrown out at the wrong time as well. So it forces people to take it as a degradation. And that is so true too. You know, I've been told plenty of times by my Catholic school teachers, you know, humble yourself. And now as an adult, you know, it wasn't really about humbling myself. It was about what you were talking about, that Dr. K, with that word being used against Black men. So when I first saw this, I felt a emotional attachment, and because I was like, I have heard that in many instances, not even in school, but as a news reporter as well. You know, humble yourself, and there's a racial undertone to that as well, with saying humble yourself. But listening to you all and how you all kind of deciphered it, you know, there's not so much a emotional reaction to it, and I appreciate that, y'all. This is look at this, folks, where again we look at videos around. Yes, and we dig into it. This is the morning experience. All right, final 30, and we are done, y'all. Well, no, we're done. We're done, and then we have the Sunday show. All right, and 3, 2, 1. This is the morning experience. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. So, folks, have a safe week. There's going to be a blizzard, so stock up on everything you need. Shiz, what you got to say to the folks?
First off, stop scaring these people and tell them to stock up, because they're going to stock up on all the stuff that's perishable. The big dummies go out and get a milk and everything. All the stuff that's be going bad in about 2 days if the power was to go down. Also, and listen, it's Wednesday. Humble yourself.
He got it wrong. It's supposed to be hump day, not humble yourself.
Felix.
Well, I think if it's hump day, you can humble yourself while enjoying hump day. Take care of yourself. In regards to the weather, y'all be safe, please, and do what you got to do to make sure your sidewalks are shoveled. There's a lot of senior citizens out there that are doing this on their own out there. If you see someone struggling, go out there, lend a hand, help your neighbor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dig it. And Dr. K, cracking up.
Y'all, please don't put my comments on screen. Brian, you can't be commenting and then tell us what to do with the comments.
Wrote dissertations in the comments, child. Anyhow, it's hump day. Don't humble yourself. Practice thinking of others more than you think of yourself. But you bow to no man ever in life. So there's that.
Yeah. And Jess says that they take all the toilet paper. That is true. Milk and bread. It just seems like when there's a blizzard, everybody wants to make French toast. I don't get it, but there it is. Folks, this is the morning experience. We have our Newsmaker Thursday on Thursday, and then we have our Melanin Report on Friday with our flavor forecast and the hot tea report from Siren. So stay tuned for that. We have a great week still to give y'all this goodness. This is the Morning Experience. I am Marquise Lupton. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Just in case y'all are wondering what we're talking about, this is actually a radio show. Okay, since we have a couple of viewers and they may not know, and we broadcast this show during the week and on the weekends on the different stations. We are in 6 stations around the country, and we are on 8 different platforms here in social media land. So thank you for listening, watching, all the things. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And now we're going to do our Sunday show for 99.3 FM in Harrisburg.
Marquise Lupton, you promised me an airing at the art show.
Yes, I know. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. That's why I said I immediately said if you scroll up, we got to get an interview going.
You did say that.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right. So all right, 99.3 show, and then 3, 2, 1. Good morning and happy Sunday to you. This is the Morning Experience. I am Marquise Lupton. That is Shizzy Get Busy. That is Felix Arroyo, the journeyman, and that is Dr. Campbell. Again, folks, this is the Morning Experience. Thank you for joining us. Shiz, what's going on, good brother? How you feeling?
Hey, happy Sunday. I tell you every Sunday, wake up. You already up now. Get up and start cleaning up. Make sure you turn them tunes on and wake everybody else up too.
Yo, I saw a t-shirt that said Anita Baker and clean. And I was like, I immediately want that. Felix, happy Sunday, man.
Happy Sunday, Rise and Shine. Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday. It's cold, but we're here to bring the heat. So I hope you're ready for a good show. Let's go.
Absolutely. Dr. K, winter is coming.
And we don't like it. I'm under the covers, and that's what we're doing. I don't have time for all this. I don't like it.
Dig it. Hopefully these headlines can warm you up with the microwave news. And our first story comes from PennLive.com. And hundreds of millions of dollars to expand broadband access in Pennsylvania is still on hold after federal officials failed to meet their self-imposed early December deadline to review the Commonwealth's plan for spending the money. Without federal approval, Pennsylvania cannot finalize agreements with the companies that expect to receive the money, and they cannot begin construction. The cause of the delay is unclear, and a spokesman for the National Telecommunications and Information Administration says that the federal agency responsible for approving the plan declined to comment on the delay. Dr. K, this sounds like some more Trumpian shenanigans.
I mean, it's just shenanigans overall. You understand? Because y'all are so busy funding ICE at the highest levels ever in the history of the country that you can't even review the actual infrastructure plans like broadband that we have going around the country. This broadband plan and the BEAD plan in Pennsylvania is at least a 5 to 7 year old project. Like, this isn't just start yesterday. So what are y'all doing up there?
Yeah, and I that's exactly why you hit it perfect right there, where you said this is a 5 to 7 year project. It doesn't have his name on it, so he's like, you know what? Let's not worry about that because I can't put my name on that. That's kind of the situation we're in. But again, these are the small things. Well, the major things that get looked over all the time, and it's just like, what is happening right now? What is happening?
Absolutely.
This is stuff like the infrastructure of just the country is horrible, and to delay anything is just a waste of time, and it's gonna come out in the long run.
But it's intentional. So when you think about the chess games that are played politically, like, you know, when Marquise brought up is this another Trump-esque type of situation? Yeah. And even though to someone like me who isn't too savvy in politics, it could look like, what are these goofs doing? There's always a reason behind it that benefits them. And so the games, the little odd chess moves that are being made on this board, it's Pennsylvania. So is it because it's Pennsylvania? Is that why? Are they being targeted in that regard?
No, Pennsylvania's not being targeted. Pennsylvania went for Trump. So I can't imagine that would be the reason. But they're
Well,
I think partly is they're so focused on truly the more racist aspects of their administration that they don't understand infrastructure planning. They don't understand why broadband expansion is important in our state. They don't know. They weren't there when this stuff was done in 2021. They don't. This is not their priority. I mean, clearly it's not their priority.
And finally, before we go to our next story here, like Dr. K said, the grant started a couple years ago. It actually was started in 2021 as part of a massive bipartisan infrastructure package, which aimed to ensure that everyone in the United States had access to high-speed internet. It is the largest ever U.S. investment in broadband. However, after Donald Trump took office, his administration issued a sweeping rewrite of the program's rules and gave states a tight 90-day deadline to redo the application process. The changes focused in part on lowering costs, which made satellite internet providers more competitive with those connections via fiber optic cable. So Pennsylvania's submitted plan would connect roughly 2/3 of eligible locations to the internet with fiber, while another 18% would be served by satellite providers and 13% would receive wireless internet. So you see here these Trumpian tactics, just gumming up stuff because the Biden administration put this out, and they have this just this weird overall obsession with past administrations. So folks, we're going to keep it moving this Sunday morning to our next story. Our next story comes from WFMZ, and the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services says a youth detention center in southern Berks County failed to file a report of suspected child abuse. DHS says it has revoked Abraxas Academy's certificate of compliance to operate the facility because it failed to report serious incidents involving youth, in addition to failure to provide access after repeated requests by investigators. And Shiz, this isn't the first time that that Abraxas is being charged with suspected child abuse.
And you know that they haven't been reporting for a long time.
Right.
Aside from this, there's plenty of civil suits against Abraxas, Glen Mills, all these places where there was suspected abuse going on and it was never reported. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think the digger you deep into the deeper you dig into this, excuse me, I think the deeper you dig into this, it'll definitely show that a lot more that hasn't been reported, and it's going to go just beyond suspected child abuse, I think, because there's a rabbit hole right here, and we know that once you get into it, it's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah. And then Felix, with this, Pennsylvania, they are shifting towards satellite and wireless internet, even though there are fewer locations that are eligible for it. So as a result, Pennsylvania will be able to connect all the eligible locations in the Commonwealth for only a shade under $800 million. And this could be a game changer for the state. But yet again, you have folks that voted for this and now are affecting themselves, essentially shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, I guess when you vote with your heart and not your brain, you're gonna have experiences like this, and it shows growth if you're able to see this and admit that you were wrong, and then learn from it. This is, when it comes to something like that, it makes me wonder if anybody truly does sit there and go, oh man, I didn't realize this was going to happen. Like, how'd you not see that coming? But this is just another episode in the ongoing saga of Americana.
Yeah, and
my fault. I don't mean to cut it. I think we jumped back this a story.
Yeah, I got
back into the last story. Look, I think we were talking.
I pivoted with you.
I was looking. I'm like, hold on. I'm scrolling. That don't sound right.
I'm trying to pivot with you, bro.
Yo,
Oh,
Felix is a G
no,
because he
that
went
is
right with it. He was like, yeah, so
I,
shit.
I thought I got
I'm sorry, y'all,
abducted
because
and I
no,
was
you
put back in my body, but
yo,
it's a
kudos to
tad too
you because
late.
you rolled right with it. It was like, you know what?
right,
I'm gonna answer it.
right.
Hell yeah.
All right, yeah,
Where
that
did
Youth
is
where did
detention
I
my bad.
center.
All right,
go? Where did I go?
you were frozen, and like your face was
Well,
like, and
Yeah,
like,
you're right there.
huh? No, yeah, your face was like, so I didn't want that to be representative of you on the live, so I was like, all right, well, she'll figure it out.
my face is
But
swollen today. I don't know what I did wrong, but I got to figure that out.
well, we are going to start that segment over because I jumped back. Yeah, I jumped back to the previous story, just reading, not really paying attention. So all right, and 3, 2, 1. All right, folks. So our next story here comes from WFMZ, and the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services says a youth detention center in southern Berks County failed to file a report of suspected child abuse. DHS says it revoked Abraxas Academy certificate of compliance to operate the facility because it failed to report serious incidents involving youth, in addition to failure to provide access after repeated requests by investigators. And Shiz, this is something that has been something with Abraxas. This isn't the first time that they have been suspected of child abuse.
Yeah, again, with Abraxas, Glen Mills, a lot of these type of institutions in the area, they have a long list of civil suits against them for this exact reason. And like I said, if you open this up and you go into it, there's going to be a rabbit hole that you will go down, and you'll find a lot worse things than than child abuse. I just think this is a long history. This is a long history of cover ups, and I think we're at the tip of the iceberg with this.
Yeah, and Felix, we understand that this is a correctional facility for basically kids. But get this: a staff member put a hand on a child's neck and briefly shoved the child's face to the table after an argument, and this was in November. Like, these are professionals. You wouldn't think that professionals would handle these, they may be bigger, but they're still kids. You wouldn't think that they would handle these kids like this.
You would think that being professionals and being educated in this field, I'm sure that they had to have some sense of understanding that even though these are bigger kids, they're still kids. And even though it's a detention center for children, it doesn't revoke or remove their presence as children in society. And the fact that the fact that they have done this or have been caught doing this before, or one way or the other, the spotlight is on them again, and not bringing all the information and failing to submit information in regards to the well-being of children is alarming. But it's also just showing you, like, this is happening here. I'm sure it's happening elsewhere in this country. Does this country really, one way or another, really take the safety of children to heart and really put that as a priority? I'm sure a lot of people can agree that it's imperative that children are safe, even in a child's detention center. But how is it so that they're able to still operate after one time? I mean, that's disgusting to me. So, yeah.
And that, Dr. K, this underreporting here, it says that according to the letter, the Academy's leadership did not file a report about the suspected child abuse as required by the Pennsylvania Child Protective Services law. So to me, what this shows me is that this is a cultural thing. This is something that happens culturally, a lot here. And the culture of this is to not report on it.
Yep, and the non-reporting means that there is somebody who's incentivizing the non-reporting. And what I think is, I don't know who and I don't know what, but what I think is particularly important about this particular network of facilities is that they have been accepting teens who are allegedly running afoul of ice. I'm not going to say undocumented. Over the last month and a half, 2 months or so, and I think that has been so. This facility, they had a riot in September. They had escapees in 2023. They had another kid who was caught in the trunk of a car trying to get away. So obviously they've got a ton of problems. But then adding in the last 3 weeks to a month, there's been a lot of reporting around the fact that they have been accepting juveniles who've run afoul of ICE. And I don't want to say undocumented because it's not quite true, but they've run afoul of the immigration and customs enforcement apparatus, as it were. So I think this particular one has tipped the scale for the state of Pennsylvania. They're well within their purview to do, and cause them to take further action against them for not reporting child abuse. Because if you're not reporting child abuse, you're also not going to be reporting the abuse that is happening to these other teens that are in precarious situations who may not have done anything at all. That are in, we are seeing so many people who are getting held up by ICE. But yeah, the Trump administration was jailing migrant teens in a facility that was known for child abuse. Am I frozen?
You were also
were.
muffled a little bit. Yeah,
That was what?
muffled. I think it's
Muffled?
because
Oh.
I think because the
my
mic
mic
is
is-
against your neck.
Do I gotta do it again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay, fine. I'll just hold it. So your question was say your lead-in question one more time. Sorry.
No problem. Let me bring it up. So Dr. K, according to the letter from the Academy's leadership, they did not file a report about the suspected child abuse as required by the Pennsylvania's Child Protective Services law. So this is a cultural thing to underreport this stuff. Like this is a part of basically their brand to not let this stuff get out. No?
Yes. Yep, because somebody's incentivizing them not reporting. Now we don't know who or what or when or why. We don't know, but there's some kind of incentive to them not reporting this, and then continuing to stuff this juvenile facility full of incarcerated children. And what's particularly interesting is the timing of this revocation, because this prison has this juvenile facility / juvenile prison has been put on blast for accepting migrant children into a facility that is known, children who have run afoul of ICE. Because I can't even say that out of status, because we don't really know. They're just picking up kids and putting them into this facility. Status unknown. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. So picking up migrant kids with very different backgrounds. And I keep saying migrant, but children who have run afoul of ICE, we don't know if they were really migrant or undocumented or whatever the case may be, and putting them to a facility, picking up these children, putting them into a facility that is already known for child abuse is beyond egregious. And whatever organizing and whatever protesting and whoever has that network that has been doing that work were successful in letting this being the tipping point for getting their license revoked. Because one, I bet you there's plenty of reasons why there shouldn't be migrant children or children who are running afoul of ICE in the same facility with other kids who have very different circumstances.
That is an interesting wrinkle that you brought up. And our final story on this Sunday morning, something for the kids, or you know what, maybe nowadays the adults, because the job market right now is trash. This comes from ABC27.com, and Dutch Wonderland has recently announced it has started hiring employees ahead of the Family Park's 2026 season. So according to Dutch Wonderland, they are looking to hire more than 600 employees, as I said. And to kick off their hiring efforts, Dutch Wonderland Inn will be hosting job fairs on Tuesday, January 27th, and they will be hosting job fairs for specific roles for Dutch Wonderland Park on Saturday, January 31st. So Felix, it's time to get the kids ready for employment at Dutch Wonderland. My question is, did you have the opportunity to work at the Dutch Wonderland, and what do you think about this 600 employees that they're trying to hire? One of the largest numbers to date.
I haven't. I've never worked at Dutch Wonderland, but I will say that when it comes to a staple in Lancaster County that just will never go away, it seems, it is Dutch Wonderland, and they keep reinventing themselves. And kudos to them. $15 an hour up to 600 people, bringing them in. They're expanding with the Dutch Wonderland Inn. I mean, it sounds. I know it's going to be even more busy now on Route 30 out that way, but yeah, it's a tourist attraction, so it's a no brainer, I guess, when you think of it that way. So, yeah, kudos to them.
Shiz, one of the first things that I thought about was these kids need jobs.
They need jobs. How about they need to move Dutch Wonderland from where it's at, because it does nothing but when I come up there, when we come up for the outlets and we see it over there and the kids are like, can we go? No, there is absolutely nothing there for me besides the new inn that they put in for me to go to sleep in. Why y'all still get that? No, we're gonna go ahead and go. I didn't know Dutch Wonderland was doing it like that, but I'm glad to see that they are still kicking especially for being a staple that they are. Again, please just use some of that money and move, put a blockage up so we can't see that. We don't have to see that when we go by that.
The Dr. K, what really surprised me was the 600 employee number. Like that is significant to have a hiring event of 600 people. I mean, you're essentially going to instantly become one of the biggest employers in Lancaster County.
Listen, this is what I wanted to know. So there's economic downturn. There's all these things happening. Inflation's on the rise. And these folks are hiring 600 people? What kind of people, right? Are they part-time workers? Do they have benefits? Like, what are we doing? So it makes me very curious to know what their hiring structure is and what types of workers they're hiring. Places like Dutch Wonderland and Hershey and other places are notorious for hiring, differently status persons in the United States and then abusing that status. So it seems to me like they may not have access to those folks anymore. So now they actually have to hire part-time workers. And right. And so this is becoming now, because 600 is an insane amount of people to hire. But I do know that they have had a ton of workers that we never know what the hiring process is for those workers throughout the years. So very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. That is, man, I didn't even, I didn't even think about the political connection with this because some of those people that held those positions before, they may have fled the area, they may have fled the country, or they may have just taken jobs that are, not as forward facing, because you would think one of the first places that ICE is going to be at is going to be a amusement park, Felix.
No, 1000%. That's a great point, actually. And it does say that they have flexible schedules. So I would probably tip my hat a little more towards the part-time hiring than full-time. I mean, obviously it's seasonal. So, I was thinking that with the inn, which I don't know much about it, but okay, that would probably play a role into why there was such a big number. But it again, if this is happening at Dutch Wonderland, where else are we going to see this now with the season coming in? Hershey Park, Dorney Park, if it's still around, Six Flags, you're going to probably see the same domino effect of this massive hiring.
Yeah, and you'll see folks jump at it because folks need to make money. Shiz, as a Philadelphian, will you be sending? I mean, this is tongue in cheek here, but will you be sending your kids to work at Dutch Wonderland?
Absolutely not. Just it's a long commute. That's a long commute. You must really want that job, boy. Your mama really cares about your education. It's like that's a. But again, I for 600 jobs that I like. I'm really stuck on that because when I haven't been to Dutch Wonderland before. I'm a tourist. I drive by, go to the outlets and everything like that. So I'm looking. I'm like, I don't even think 600 people will fit over there. Like I don't. I'm not sure. Like it don't look like 600 people will fit in the parking lot. So I'm not even sure how this might go. But look out, look out, look out. Just make sure that you're on your P's and Q's with this one.
Yeah. And for the Dutch Wonderland Inn, Dr. K, that used to be the Cartoon Network Hotel, which
Yep.
famously,
That makes more sense.
you know, was popping until it wasn't. And I
Yep.
feel like this is kind of putting lipstick on a pig here because, you know, the Dutch Wonderland Inn is nothing more than the Cartoon Network Hotel. And if you can't get the Cartoon Network Hotel populated, how are you going to get the Dutch Wonderland Inn populated?
Because they weren't that far away from Dutch Wonderland to begin with. So why wouldn't have already been a thriving hotel, right? I think that's a great question. I think I also know the Cartoon Network Hotel was super expensive for no reason. So maybe Dutch Wonderland has lowered the prices. And it was expensive with not the amenities present to support the price. So possibly
Yes.
Dutch Wonderland has done that. They've changed that. I'm looking at their careers website to see where their dearth of jobs is, and most of them are in like ride operation and in-house person and lead housekeeping and guest experience and lodge maintenance and all of these ones that kind of have to do with the hotel. So I think that's a lot of them, and then they have the other ones, but definitely have a lot of hotel based jobs in addition to park jobs at the actual park.
Marquise, if you think about though that the Cartoon Network Hotel, if you remember it, I personally thought that was a scary looking hotel. Just driving by it, right? It was ridiculous. So that's a tourist attraction. Predominantly, you have older people that are coming through there. Now, I'm not saying they're all old people. I'm just saying predominantly, you're going to have a lot of people that are coming from out of town that are retired or maybe in their 40s and 50s. They're probably looking at that going, what's going on here? Now you've got a hotel that says Dutch Wonderland Inn. A tourist is going to say, oh my God, I want to go there and I want to take pictures in front of Dutch Wonderland Inn. It's something so small that could probably just make it work. Because to Dr. K's point, it didn't change location. You're still the same proximity to Dutch Wonderland, but it's just the name change, a little lipstick, like she said, you know what I mean? A little paint here and there. And then who knows? Maybe that becomes another tourist staple is the Dutch Wonderland Inn.
And if you look at how they changed over the front of the hotel from the Cartoon Network to the Dutch Wonderland motif with the flags and the castle kind of thing, it kind of makes sense. Like they're trying. They're trying. And the inside, the pics for the inside, it's very different than it's different but the same but different.
Oh yeah.
I feel I feel like it's the perfect business strategy by Dutch Wonderland.
1,000%.
You're going to move in, so we'll let you get that space and build up a hotel. We'll let you build all that up, and because you're going to be in the hole because you have to go by that Cartoon Network brand. So you have whatever money you make that has to go back to that brand. Dutch Wonderland is like, cool. So now that you can't pay that, we'll come in and buy that property off of you after it goes in foreclosure, and we'll just decorate it up a little bit. You did all the hard work. We're right up the street, so it's not even far.
Right, and I can't imagine just how many older people. And again, Felix, doesn't necessarily have to be old people, but how many older people said, you know what, I don't want to stay at no Cartoon Network hotel.
No, it was too busy.
Right. Let's just keep it moving. And And my oldest, she had birthday parties in there, and it was so underwhelming for the price that it was. So folks, want to thank you for joining us on this Sunday. We still got so much more to get to. We got grown man news, and we have run the world. This is the morning experience on 99.3 The Real Harrisburg. All right.
Do you want? Are you going to use my other Run the World, or you want me to do another one?
Nope. I'm going to use that one that you already recorded. All right, so let's close it out, and in 3, 2, 1. I want to thank you for joining us for the morning experience on this Sunday, folks. These shows are always therapeutic. So thank you for tuning in with your morning show, family. Shiz, it's a snowy one, man.
It's a snowy one, but again, you were up, so you should at least have that toothpaste cleaned up around the bathroom sink. That's the least you could have did at this time. You already listened to us all this time. Wipe the toothpaste up.
Dig it before it gets hard, and yep. You gotta scrape it.
Now you gotta scrape. You got a little stain around it.
Right, Dr. K.
Yeah.
Happy day.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say it every time. They're gonna want you to clean. I'm gonna want you to rest today. I want you to take your time. You got to go to work in the week. I want you to put your feet up, watch your favorite show, get a nice hot cup of something, and relax. You know, don't huff the fumes of the cleaning fluid and pass out. I want you to take a nap.
Yeah, and Felix, it is AFC NFC Championship weekend, man. Football coming to close.
Yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't bring that up. I'm still a little sore from my 49ers getting mollywopped. But anyway, yes, enjoy your AFC Championship, NFC Championship games this weekend. And get ready to start your week strong tomorrow, Harrisburg. Stay warm, stay safe. You got this.
Yes, indeed. And folks, have yourself a great one this Sunday. This is the morning experience. All right, I'm going to end the stream.